In this video, we're gonna be using the Cameo 4 cutter to make our magnets.
We will talk about a few things that we have learned and a few mistakes that we used to make, and hopefully you can avoid making those mistakes. But first, I will show you how to change your settings in Silhouette Studio, and it is a misconception that you must use a cutting mat with your Cameo 4. But we are going to show you why that is wrong, and this is how you change your settings to be able to cut bigger designs. The first thing you must know is that we have Silhouette Studio and it is the basic edition, not the business or the paid one. The first thing, obviously, make sure that the machine is selected as Cameo 4 or whatever machine you have. And then the second option here says cutting mat. Right now we have it at Cameo 12 by 12. First of all, you have to get rid of it. Go to where it says none. And then the second one or the third says media size. And this is where you will enter the size of your, actually you have to select custom first of all, and that'll give you the option to change the size of the media. Right now the width, we have it at 12, and the height, that's where you will change that to whatever you have to select. Right now we have it at 13, but we can keep increasing it all the way to, I'm not really sure what's like the biggest. Right now here lets me go up to 24, but you can, I believe you can change it to over 100 inches tall, and let's find out. I'm going to enter 150 inches tall, and as you can see here, the cutting media or the section increased by a lot. You can definitely see that change here.
Okay, we have different rolls before we cut them. We have 12-inch and we also have the 15-inch. The cutting area, it's only 12 inches, but you can still use a bigger roll. Of course, we're gonna use our rollers, whatever they're called. Make sure you get it through the links in the description of the video. It'll make it a lot easier. And I'm gonna add some wooden boxes to our design to make it easier. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna align our first vinyl, okay? And this is how we're gonna do it.
Mistake número uno. When using the application rollers, make sure the tip of the vinyl goes under the first roll when fitting it to the machine. Because if you do not do it like this, the vinyl cutter may pull the vinyl too hard and it will make it come off. So avoid making this mistake.
And I'm gonna feed it now. Just pay attention to how much the vinyl moves on the sides. And it's moving just a little bit, not too bad. Okay, it stopped moving. Now we got plenty of area. We can now start cutting our vinyl. And this is the reason why you need to get this rollers. The rollers that we have here makes it a lot easier. And the settings that we have for the vinyl cutter, the cut force 10, speed about 8 or 6 or 8, and the blade is the number 3. This is the reason why you need to align it. It's only 22 inches long, I believe, and about 7 tall. So we got plenty of area on the sides in case our vinyl moves a little bit. And once we get, okay, I think that's good. Maybe I'm gonna save a little bit. I'm gonna send it to the back a little bit, or the front. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna pull this down here. Oh, right here? Oh no. Let me figure it out first. Perfect. Perfect cut. This is the 15-inch. We're gonna have plenty of space to the sides, or plenty of room, and we're still gonna align it just in case. Okay, I think it looks good there.
As you can see, we pretty much do the same process with the Graphtec. That's the reason why we get some vinyl to the back, so that way that's when you cut in a big design, it doesn't go out of alignment or whatever it's called. But like Sal mentioned, this is the 15-inch roll anyway, so it's not like it was gonna do that.
Before we keep on going with the video, we would really appreciate if you give us a like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified next time we upload another video.
We got the settings the way they are supposed to be. Or we'll find out. Okay, he's gonna start with that part, the phone numbers. Yep, that's our first wooden box that we added. The vinyl that we are using is the Oracle 651, same as usual. Perfect. Just gonna start with that too. Yeah, everything is coming out perfect. He hasn't messed up anything yet. Yeah, we got registration marks there too for combining our different layers of vinyl. And yeah, looks like he's got it. Perfect. That came out perfect. Time to do our blue color. And a little secret, we almost ran out of it. At least for this size, we have plenty of the other color, the other rolls, the bigger rolls, but yeah, we had just enough for this project, for the cameo cutter. The little square or rectangle that you guys see in the center is one of the weeding boxes. As you guys can see, Nacho is doing it by himself, and this is the way, if you want to make it easier for yourself, add those weeding boxes, okay? Just wanted to show you something real fast here. Small details. You guys see my finger is a little small, and the details are really small, and we were able to get them with the cameo cutter. They didn't struggle that much really to weed out. And look at the letters, they're kind of small too. They're probably an inch. The upper cases are about an inch, and the other ones are obviously smaller. And perfect. I'm loving this machine, honestly, for the price, obviously. We're gonna apply our transfer tape, and this is how we're gonna do it. We are using our cutting mat to secure our vinyl. Use a little piece of tapes on the sides. We're gonna use our transfer roller and our tape clear choice AT75, and we have to make sure that we use it correctly. Here's one thing that I want to point out. The more you use it, the easier it gets. And before you actually unroll it, make sure that, just pay attention, make sure it's aligned with your design, okay? And our transfer is a little bit bigger than the vinyl, or way bigger, like probably 2-3 different inches difference in between them. And I think it looks good. Yep, it looks aligned. Our squeegee, and start from here. Work your way slowly but surely. This is good for medium-sized projects. I think it's going very good so far. Yep, great. Now I'm gonna cut it from here so we can finish applying our transfer, and I'm gonna roll it back. We're ready to apply our vinyls. The one we're gonna do first is the red one, since it's the biggest one. And our magnets are, the brand that we use are the Magnum Magnetics gloss finish 24 by 12. And we're gonna start with this color. We're gonna align it, make sure that it is well centered and everything. Use our tapes, okay? I know we are showing you the project with the cameo, but this is one of those things that we used to miss at first. We were doing wrong. We were getting more bubbles because we were doing it slower than we should have, and I'm about to show you what I mean by that. And the idea that we switched to this, I guess, updated video is to show you what we learned like a few months later about the installation. This is how you avoid getting more bubbles than you should. And the way that Luis is going to apply the decal, he's going to do it faster instead of going slowly. That's the whole idea. And this is what I meant, doing from side to side. Do not go too slow, because by going really slow, you are making more bubbles come up. And this is exactly how you are supposed to do it to get better results. And we'll show you how it looks once we remove the transfer and see if we got any bubbles. Now it's time to do the other section of the decal, and basically the same steps, going a little faster from side to side. Do not hesitate, do not stop in the middle of it unless something gets in the way. But this is how you are supposed to do it if you want to end up with less bubbles. Now it's time to get rid of the transfer, and we'll find out if we have or how many bubbles we have. I know we may end up with just 1 or 2, but this is definitely way better than before. I'm gonna use the tape. I'm gonna put it in the center here, like that. I'm gonna use the cutting knife. I'm gonna do a dry application too. All right, I'm gonna start with this part here. Start from the center. Okay, we got the bottom part. I don't have to worry about the vinyl or the sticker moving around. I can just get rid of this, put it on the side. I think I'm gonna use it for the next one. And then I can start with this part here. Can get rid of this one. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna remove the R-tape clear choice. I'm gonna do it slowly. Remember, our transfer is a little bit aggressive. Just do it slowly, take your time. Perfect. And I can already hear people complaining about this being too much work, about this product not being too profitable. And yeah, you might be right. In fact, I think we wasted more material than we should have. And as I mentioned in the video, this was like probably the first week that we bought this machine. And that's one of the reasons why we wasted more material. We were getting the idea of how this thing worked. In fact, we could have used this machine right here and we would have saved a lot of material. But I mean, not everyone can afford this graphic cutter, and some people can only invest in Cameo or any other smaller vinyl cutters, and that's the reason we make these videos. You know, the best thing that happened to me back a few years ago was when I learned that I could make about the same that I was making when I was working for someone else, even if it took me a little bit longer to make about the same to cover all my expenses. I didn't really care if I had to make yard signs, car magnets, t-shirts, as long as I was able to just leave my job. That was like the best thing that happened to me. Maybe you're going through the same phase, and that's one of the reasons I'm bringing this up, because that could be like the best thing that can happen to you. So it's something just to keep in mind. Okay, now I'm gonna apply the next color, and let me show you something here. We lost one of the registration marks, which is not a big deal. I'm gonna do one side, and then I'm gonna measure on the other side, and I'm gonna expose this registration mark here. Okay, and I'm gonna start with this one here, and then I'm gonna measure it on this side here. Perfect. I'm gonna use the tape here, continue doing a dry application, and yeah, I'm gonna start with the bottom part. I should have put the tape probably a little bit up higher. I'm gonna use my cutting knife, and the idea is just to secure the bottom part of the sticker like that, and then I'm gonna put this corner down, and then I can start working with this part here. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then I'm gonna secure this area here first to the side, and then work around with this. Before I put this down, I gotta check and see if it's gonna match. I think I'm gonna have to probably cut it a little bit. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because I use the cameo cutter, and I think each separate layer, the size of them changed a little bit. Maybe that's why they're not fitting perfectly like they usually do with our graph deck, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna get rid of this now. This part here, I'm gonna use plenty of rapid tag to reposition our logo here. Now we're gonna apply our third layer of vinyl. We're gonna use rapid tag. We're gonna do a complete wet application, cover it plenty, and we're just gonna get an idea if our shapes fit perfectly. The alignments probably moved a little bit. That's the reason we are having facing a challenge. Not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. Okay, we're getting rid of the transfer tape, the black layer of vinyl, and we use rapid tag for it. I'm gonna do it slowly. Now it's time to apply our skin, or the dark or the brown color, and I'm gonna use plenty of rapid tag, and I'm gonna cover the logo here too with this. I think it looks good there. Yeah, perfect. Finally taking shape. We're facing some challenges again with our alignments. Okay, we finally got done. I mean, almost done. Gotta remove the last transfer, and it's coming out really good. Now I get to remove the registration marks. Perfect. Now I gotta remove the last one, and yeah, we'll show you the end result in just a minute. Before we go, just want to let you know what type of materials and equipment we use for this project. If you have a small budget or a medium-sized budget and you want to start your business, this is definitely a good investment or a good vinyl cutter that you should get. We have the Cameo 4 vinyl cutter, and the magnets that we use were the Magnum Magnetics. The vinyl that we used was the Oracle 651. Our transfer, the Art Tape Clear Choice AT75. We use them rapid tag, cutting mats, and a very handy tool that we have here, the application roller. And if you guys want to keep supporting our channel, make sure you get your materials in the link in the description of the video. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you until the next time, okay?
Peace.